the light of the whole world. The story of these shepherds from Luke 2.
That same night, and amongst the other stars, suddenly a bright new star appeared. Of all the stars in the dark vaulted heavens, this one shone clearer.
It blazed in the night and made the other stars look pale beside it.
God put it there when his baby son was born, to be like a spotlight shining on him, lighting up the darkness, showing people the way to him. You see, God was like a new baby daddy. He couldn't keep the good news to himself.
He'd been waiting all these long years for this moment, and now he wanted to tell everyone.
So he pulled out all the stops. He'd send an angel to tell Mary the good news.
He'd put a special star in the sky to show where his boy was. And now he was going to send a big choir of angels to sing his happy song to the world.
Now where would you send your splendid choir? To a big concert hall maybe? Or a palace perhaps? God sent his to a little hillside outside a little town in the middle of the night. He sent all those angels to sing for a raggedy old bunch of shepherds watching their sheep outside Bethlehem. In those days, remember, people used to laugh at shepherds and say they were smelly and call them other rude names,
which I can't possibly mention here. You see, people thought shepherds were nobodies, just scruffy old riffraff. But God must have thought shepherds were very important indeed.
That night, some shepherds were outside in the open fields warming themselves by the campfire. Then suddenly the sheep started. They were frightened by something. The olive trees rustled. What was that? A wing beat?
They turned around. Standing in front of them was a huge warrior of light blazing in the darkness. Don't be afraid of me, the bright shining man said. I haven't come to hurt you. I've come to bring you happy news from everyone everywhere. Today, in David's town, in Bethlehem, God's son has been born. You can go see him. He is sleeping in a manger. Behind the angel, they saw a strange glowing cloud, except it wasn't a cloud.
It was angels, troops and troops of angels. Angels armed with light. And they were singing,
Glory to God. To God be fame and honor and all our hoorays. Then as quickly as they appeared, the angels left. The shepherds stamped out their fire, left their sheep, and raced down the grassy hill, through the gates of Bethlehem, down the narrow cobble streets, through a courtyard, down some steps, past an inn, round a corner, through a hedge, till at last they reached
a tumbled-down stable. They caught their breath and quietly tiptoed inside. They knelt on the dirt floor as they heard this promised child, and now he was here.
Heaven's son, the maker of the stars, a baby sleeping in his mother's arms. His baby would be like the bright star shining in the sky that night.
A light to light up the world, the whole world, chasing away darkness, helping people to see, and the darker the night got, the brighter the star would shine.